The latest version of the Mass Deployment tool and BRAdmin Professional can securely take a backup of a Brother device's settings into a portable, password-protected backup file. This backup file can be used for restore purposes or deployed to other Brother devices for quick and easy setup. Please note that a small number of settings cannot be backed up. To find out what these settings are, take a look in the description. This video explains how to create and deploy a backup file using the Mass Deployment tool. To learn how to do it in the latest version of BRAdmin, please click the link shown on your screen or within the description. Let's begin. The Mass Deployment tool can be downloaded free of charge from the Brother Support website. Simply go to support.brother.com, find your Brother device, go to the Downloads section, then scroll down the page until you find the Mass Deployment tool. When you do, please download it. The Mass Deployment tool will download as a zip file. Extract the contents to your computer. From the Mass Deployment tool folder, go into the Mass Deployment tool subfolder. From here, find and open the Mass Deployment tool.exe utility. If you see this window, select the Do Not Import the Device List option. Then click the OK button. When the Mass Deployment tool opens, click the Add Devices button. The Mass Deployment tool will then search your network for available Brother devices, as well as those attached to the same computer with a USB cable. Select the Brother device that you want to back up. Then click the Add button. The Mass Deployment tool will display your selected Brother device. In the device password entry field, type its admin password. This password will also be used in several other places during this video. For simplicity, I will keep referring to it as the device admin password. When you have done this, select the Send Files drop-down menu and click the Backup Settings option. From the backup window, select a location on your computer where you want the Mass Deployment tool to create your device's backup file. I recommend using the location on the same computer running the Mass Deployment tool and not a network folder, NAS drive or external USB storage device. From here, you can instruct the Mass Deployment tool to create a full or partial backup of your device. If you chose to make a partial backup, these tick boxes enable you to decide which parts of it you do and do not want. If you are creating a backup file to deploy to other Brother devices, it is recommended to click this option here. This is to exclude any unique settings, such as a static IP address or device node name, that would cause conflicts if applied to more than one device on the same network. Finally, click the Backup button to begin the backup process. After a few short moments, this status should go green and your backup should be ready. If you get an error message instead, check that you entered the device admin password correctly and that you are not trying to back up your device to a network location, NAS drive or USB storage device. tool is able to deploy backup files created by itself and the latest version of BRadmin. To get started, open the Mass Deployment tool, select the device or devices that you want to send your backup file to. Then type the respective admin passwords into the password field. If you have selected more than one device and they all share the same admin password, to save you having to manually type it for each of them, you can use the Input Device Password button instead. From the drop-down menu at the top, ensure that you have the Send Files option selected. Then click the Set File button. Select the backup file. Then type the device admin password you used to create the backup file with. Click the OK button. At the bottom of the Mass Deployment tool, click the Send button. Your backup file should then send. If you get an error message instead, check that you entered the device admin password correctly and that you are not trying to send the backup file from a network location, NAS drive or USB storage device. Thank you.